Welcome to episode 12 of the Oxnard Union EdTech podcast. I am Jay Sorensen, and I'm here to kick off your second semester. First, one of the number one questions that I receive is, does Google Classroom and Synergy work now? And the simple answer is, hopefully. They made some changes, and it is now set up, and they think they've fixed the bugs that were not working properly. So we are telling people as you start your second semester to go ahead and feel free to go ahead and turn on the Google Classroom Synergy integration. You do that on the Synergy side by clicking on the little Google G that is in there. As far as we know, it is up and running and should be working. Please, anyone who does go ahead and set that up, report back to us, good news or bad, so that we know what's going on. But hopefully we have worked out the Google Classroom Synergy crisis. Next, pilots. So we had piloted last year several programs, and we kept pretty much all of those. But two of those I want to speak to are ZipGrade and Screencastify. For both of those, we have a certain number of licenses available for teachers. For ZipGrade, if you had one previously and it's expiring, or you are new to it and want to get started, or have paid for it yourself in the past, please just reach out to me, send me an email, and I will give you your ZipGrade upgrade code, and then you can go ahead and have that paid version of ZipGrade. Screencastify, we have a certain number of teacher licenses available. Screencastify records screencasts like I'm doing right now of what's on your screen with your voice over it. If you are new to Screencast, we encourage you to try the free version first. But then once you feel like you would benefit from the paid version, again, just reach out to me and I will get you hooked up with the premium version of Screencastify. This year, we are piloting two programs, ListenWise and Quizlet. ListenWise we have at our newly one-to-one schools. ListenWise is similar to Edpuzzle. Basically, you're listening to audio podcasts and then answering questions. And then Quizlet, we have a certain number of teacher licenses. Both of these decisions were made through the Tech Advisory Committee, which I'll speak about later. But basically, we are looking for people that are using those to provide any input to see if these are things we want to continue with for next year. And we will start talking about pilots again, probably starting at our next TAC meeting. Some PD news. March 16th is our district-wide PD day. It will be held at Oxnard High School again. We will have a keynote and then breakout sessions. This time we will have all day at Oxnard High School. So we will have 4 breakout sessions. Right now, we are about to send out our call for presenters. So be on the lookout for that coming from Marianne Ramos. And we will be collecting those until February 17th. So start to think about what you might want to present. Or if you're just interested in learning about something, please share that as well. Inquiry engagement, we are continuing inquiry engagement training, preparing teachers for our schools that will be going one-to-one next year. So next year will be Oxnard, Pacifica, Rio Mesa, and Camarillo to complete our fully one-to-one take-home program. We currently have 7 cohorts going, at 1 at each of the 4 sites, and then 1 at the district office, and then another 1 on Saturdays. We will be starting a new cohort during our week off in February. So February 18th, 19th, and 20th will be a whole cohort. So if you're interested in that, be on the lookout for signing up. That includes any of those 4 sites or anyone new to any of the other one-to-one sites. We also will be having a summer cohort and potentially some after-school options in the spring. By signing up and attending your very first session, you will get your new teacher Chromebook. So that is a great incentive right there. I want to also make you aware of a great event. Gold Coast Q, our local Q affiliate, is hosting another event Leap and Learn will be on Leap Day, Saturday, February 29th at Newbury Park High School from 8 to 2. The keynote is at 9, and then we have 3 breakout sessions during the day and includes lunch. It is available in the Alludo store for just 500 points, or you can go ahead and sign yourself up. But we encourage you to come check out Leap and Learn, where we'll have a bunch of OUHSD folks presenting and attending. We're also looking to get more admin involved, and we're going to have an admin strand of sessions. Alludo. Some people have actually started games for students. I got some people sort of started with their games but never fully implemented back at Oxnard U. So I'm going to be having an after-school workshop a week from today, Tuesday, the 28th from 4 to 7. So anyone that wants to get their Alludo game going for their students, whether you've started it or not, I will sort of take you through what you need to do to get that started, as well as provide time for you to work and design and get your game going. So be on the lookout for registration for that. Because we are using Alludo for students for digital citizenship, now every student has an account, so teachers can set up their own games for their classroom. Some are doing it for their academies. We will be piloting the student digital citizenship game this year, as not every student has access to devices because we're not fully one-to-one, but then we'll move to the full digital citizenship game next year. So this year, people will be able to opt into that, or they can do digital citizenship the way we've done it in the past. We'll be sending something out for that soon, so you'll have the whole second semester to get that completed. Purchasing deadline is February 20th, which means in the Alludo store, you will need to get your store items in before that. I will be checking it around then and trying to get all those orders in before the 20th so that we can get those items to you. Right now, I do orders about once a month, so some items take longer than others, so I do apologize for the delay on some items. I just try and get those to you as soon as I can once the order's been processed through us and then delivered and then out to you. So again, get your Alludo store items ordered before the 20th. And a reminder about the Alludo store, there's a bunch of great items in there. We've added iPad Pro, Apple Pencil to go with it. We've added a Windows device. Leap and Learn will also be available in there, as I mentioned before, and other professional development opportunities. Also ISTE, which will be held in late June in Anaheim. So be sure to go in and check out the Alludo store. Esports, something that has been on our radar in our department that we've been looking into is esports, which is becoming more and more of a thing. Schools, particularly high schools, are creating these esports teams. And if you're not familiar, esports is basically competitive video games. And schools have teams and they're competing against each other. And one league is run through CIF. Another one is run through another organization, and some schools are even winning money for their schools and for their teams. So it is something that we're looking into. We went down and visited Huntington Beach Union High School District and visited with a team from Fountain Valley High School. Also went to a competition from the Riverside County Office of Education that they put on, and we're sort of getting ideas and trying to see what it's all about, and looking into what different tech setups and devices they have, working with a couple local companies to see what options we have. But it is something that we're interested in talking to a lot of the coaches. They got started very small just by having like a lunchtime or after school club, and then it evolved into an actual competitive team where they compete against other schools. So if anyone is interested in maybe piloting or testing out having a lunchtime or after school club, please reach out to us and let us know. And we're excited to see where that goes. TAC meetings, again, are a great opportunity for you to have your voices heard. The last couple TAC meetings, we've seen a couple of the phone replacement options that we're looking at for new phones in the district. Also, as we start to look at different programs that we want to keep or not keep or pilot for next year, all of our TAC meetings are at the district office beginning at 4 o'clock. So our remaining TAC meetings are February 4th, March 4th, April 2nd, May 7th, and then June 3rd. So please, anyone come out and share your thoughts at our TAC meeting. And that brings us to the end of, actually, going back to the TAC meetings, we're going to try and do a better job of getting the word out for what's going on at our TAC meetings. So we're going to be collecting ideas and then sending out agendas ahead of time. So be on the lookout for those as well. That now brings us to the end of our Oxnard Union EdTech podcast. Thanks for listening. Catch you next time.